rappin', Nitro Nation? As you can see, we got a little bit of a space cleared off in the workbench. We're taking a little bit of a break from the 8XT just because there's not much left to do. We're gonna get our engine sent out, so that's probably gonna take a bit, so we're gonna move on to a different project. Got something else in mind. Here we got the DBXL. Finally doing something to it. Yes, you guys haven't seen much of this lately. I haven't done much to it. All I did was I put that switch in, which you guys saw. I cleaned the air filter, and I drove it like once or twice, and man, it was a blast. I love this thing, so we're gonna give her some love. It's a little beat, so we got some junk for it. My god, this thing's so huge I can barely get it in frame. So most of the point of this rebuild is to make this thing a solid runner, get a good baseline for everything. So I bought my parts based off of what I had a quick look and found. So going to the front, this one isn't, but some of the shock shaft protector boots are cracked, and I noticed these rear shocks are pretty dead, so chances are the shocks need a rebuild. You can see these CV boots here. They're blown wide open, and I did get a couple surprises with this thing. I'll show you that in a second. Wheel bearings, pretty loose. So let's let the cat out of the bag. We'll see what we picked up for this thing. So let's see what we got here. Pretty much everything is from DDM, except for the servo and something else. So, first things first, I drove the DBXL like 3 times. The last time I had it out, the thing took off and it was a bit of a jackpot, but luckily no harm came to anyone's property or this thing or myself. No one got hurt, so that's good. But so that scared me. I bought a kill switch, and the servo was twitching when I first got it, so this is going to be the new throttle servo. Here's the specs at 7.4 volts, 486.1 ounces of torque at 0.15 seconds. 5th scale servos don't seem to be that fast for some reason. Sticker sheet. Got a pull cord outerwears. Battery's junk and won't hold charge, so we got a new battery. This is actually supposed to be for the 8XT. I picked up 2 of them. Picked up a new spark plug because why not? They're only like $2. A new clamping style servo horn for my steering servo. A new aluminum throttle servo, although I'm not happy with it because it's a loose fit. New CV boots. New shock boots. Diff rebuild kits. Crankcase outerwear. More diff rebuild kits because they seem to be leaking. Shock rebuild kits. Heavy duty shock springs. Sweet free DDM sticker. And a new rear bumper, because the previous owner wasn't too nice on the original ones. So of course we had to support the guys at Avid. Got all my bearings from there, and I got a little thing of shock O-ring grease just for when I'm assembling the shocks. $1 a bearing, people. I bought bearings for the entire car. $1 a bearing. I think it was like $20 for all the bearings. Can't beat it. Alright, enough said. Let's get wrenching. Like my camera stand? I'll point something out real quick. Right in here, I was hearing some noises sometimes when I turned, right? So, you see it's all chewed up right there. Look, I heard horror stories of people losing the pins in the drive shafts here. So look what this Winky did. Put a tack there and a tack there. I mean, it worked, right? But every time you see the wear marks right there, right there, I guess you didn't account for clearancing issues. But I mean, it worked, right? Ew. Disgusting. Found another class act repair. Check this out. Some masking tape. Sweet, eh? Never know what you're gonna get when you get something used. So there we go. Pretty much the only thing left on the chassis is the engine. So in the next video, we'll continue to take this apart, and then hopefully we'll start cleaning stuff and start the reassembly.